Welcome back everyone for another Halloween Horror Nights update. Today we have house portals. They are finally here. No medallion yet or the banners. We do have some stuff going on over at San Francisco Candy Company. There's just a lot that we actually have to cover today. We also got the original house shirt today too, which is very interesting. So we'll take you guys over there. Check that out. Again, just a fun day of updates. I wasn't sure I was gonna be here again, but here we are with more updates today, which I love to see. Also, if you guys don't mind, please consider subscribing to the channel. I also noticed about 67% of you guys are not subscribed that watch our videos here. If you don't mind, please help us out. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit now 8K by opening night, which is just about a week and a half away. So we're very close on both ends of hitting that and also till opening night. Either way, let's get checked in. Go check out these updates for you guys. I think we have a pretty fun one for you. Also, there is no music going on out here, which is a little bizarre, but let's go see what it looks like over there by our little system of a hub that we're gonna have, because I'm a little confused what they're gonna put up for the banner there. I would imagine it's gonna be a bunch of screens or something. I don't know, we're gonna go find out. As we are actually walking in, I am noticing the bottom of these gargoyles is starting to peel, which is very unfortunate. You can see the exposed wood because they look really good. So hopefully that gets touched up. I don't know if it has a sealant or something, but also we have added some of these grass stalks. We saw these behind. We kind of just have more greenery now around these little podiums. Again, maybe just a way to kind of blend them in. There it is, our first portal. Can we get a thumbs up, by the way? Portals have arrived. It is time, but it looks like a normal portal, which is interesting. So I wonder if they'll end up putting multiple in here. Nothing is inside yet. We just have the locations for them. As of right now, you can see it is empty through there, but there's only one here, and it doesn't look to be like the TV stand situation. So I'm so confused. Are they gonna put, like I said, the banners there of the houses? Is it just gonna be like one big thing? I don't know yet, but first one of the year, super cool. There it is finally here. Again, we have more greenery on these stages. Again, right there, you can see those little potted plants that are just kind of grass stalks there. Just more greenery wrapped on here, chained off as well, which was definitely a smart move. And it looks like they have now added the vine work and twigs here to the final one of these little podiums. As you can see, this wasn't here yesterday, now it is added. So all of them have it. Still don't know which ones are gonna have like scare actors inside. I don't know what they're doing with this area, to be honest with you, I really don't. And the final stage also has some vine work and twigs that you can see for the art statue here. So it looks like all of them now have something on them. Okay, so very interesting. That first portal, much larger than this one, but they do have the posters because this is El Artista. I can see it right there. I can maybe get a zoom in there for you guys. Let me try the other side, but they do have them, and that other one was way bigger than this. I don't know if you guys could see that, but yes, there it is, El Artista. We now have our first house that we're able to see. Look at that. Boom. That is awesome. Oh yes, that is it. And we have the TV up top, which shows you the time. So interestingly enough, the other one didn't have the TV. The actual base was much larger. I don't know. That hub system is gonna be so bizarre, but we do have our signage there. So El Artista right here, which we were kind of assuming was gonna be the case. Very cool. They have also now added the point of sale stations here with the menu slot. So that's super cool. So they'll have their cash registers back there for payments. And then there you go. Super cool. So we're getting quite a number of updates today. Oh, I'm so excited. Here is our POS stand here, right next to our first booth here for Art and Terrifier. Looks pretty cool. It looks like they actually are putting in the cash register. And then over here, it actually looks like they might have added a bunch of coolers, and it looks like they have umbrellas over here too. Super cool. There's a bunch of stuff in back, by the way. They have things loaded up. And then this one here for the Clown Cafe itself. Again, you have that face down here, just like you have up there. Still don't know about the teeth. Gotta wait, gotta see. But it looks like this is gonna be super cool. Super excited. Also, we have some electrical over here and kind of the mats that'll go over electrical. So I'm assuming they're gonna be running stuff here very soon. You can see that piece down there. So a lot of preparation. You can see the fryers and things back there. So yeah, all right, let's go over to this side. Oh my gosh, this one looks awesome. Look at this, it's a TV, like an old school tube TV here. Wow, that is awesome. Let's see, are there any Easter eggs in here? I don't think so. I'm trying to look. I feel like the dial even looks like weird. Yeah, I can't see anything in there. Maybe there is, but I didn't see it. But that's super cool. I like that. That's a lot of fun. Let's go see what it would be like over here for Fallout. So that's for the Firefly Funhouse, obviously, because it was on TV. That's the whole thing. Let's go right over here, though. No registered there, and then 33 right there on this one. How awesome is that? Also, you can see they have the chefs inside working around. So this weekend, they might be doing some testing. Looks like they're going over part lists right now, just making sure they have everything. It's got the heat lamp you just brought up, so they are getting ready. Guys, this is so fun. I love this. Let's go into Sahara Traders. Got to show you something happening over here right now. Also, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing this channel to be kind of an HHN outlet for a lot of you guys. I know there are a million creators out there doing the same thing that we are, and for you guys to choose this one is honestly awesome. I love talking to you guys in the park, responding to you guys. I just like talking theme parks, so it's super cool to see the community that we have here. So again, thank you so much for like choosing to watch these videos. Even if you're watching other creators, obviously I love when other creators get support too, but it just means a lot that, again, out of so many creators, you guys choose to watch these videos as well or on their own, whatever the case is. So again, thank you guys. Let's head into Sahara Traders. Let's see if the new shirt is in here, but I do know we have some stuff going on. All right, for $30, it looks like we have this bag here, a drawstring bag with the stained glass art piece of our 5 IPs. It actually seems like it's decent quality too. Like down here, feels almost like mesh. And I think it's waterproof too, so that is kind of nice. $30 for that. Wider than it is tall though, keep that in mind. Here in Sahara Traders though, you can see we now have these spires, very like Greek or Roman spires it kind of looks like, but again, I think it's gonna be coming off of the fact that we're doing this museum style tribute store. Very cool though, they're large, again, kind of right here, so I wonder how this flow is going to work through here. Are they gonna keep them in these spots? I still have no idea how the flow is gonna be in the tribute store. We're gonna find out next week during previews. I'm gonna see if there are any other pieces over here. It doesn't look like it, so I think everything on this wall seems to be the same. The gargoyle here, which I think we pointed out already, is over here now though as well, but outside of that, I don't think anything is new in here. Yeah, I just took a quick loop through, so the Scare Zone shirt is not here. I'm gonna guess it's over in 5 and Dime, but you do have the AP shirt, you've got the stained glass shirt with the hoodie as well, the gargoyle, the Blumhouse, you have the Artist Series as well. A few things over here, again, like you have it riddled, like this is Mummy stuff here, right next to basically HHN stuff over here, same thing like HHN over there. So when you're in here, you kind of have to like sift around and look for it. Most of the merchandise obviously will say HHN somewhere on the merchandise, but yeah, the shirt is not in here. I'm thinking 5 and Dime, and there is actually some extra merch over there too, so we'll get around to it as we kind of circle through. Also, if you noticed, we didn't stop over near the construction by Rip Ride Now in New York or over by Jimmy Fallon, because there are no portals over there, which is what I was trying to tell you before, where that portal that would house all 3 of those houses between Jimmy Fallon and then the 2 corner slots no longer exists, and that is going to be in the hub right up front. Again, you're still going to the same houses, it's just not going to be the same direction. So that's kind of why I was pointing that out. But yeah, nothing over there. Also, nothing happening here in Sting Alley as of yet. Let me go look out front just briefly. Let's see if they put a POS station out here. You know, we normally have like the drinks right here. We don't have that. But is anything out front here? No. Very interesting. Okay, so as of now, nothing. I think they might have added this barrel, but no, we don't have our station out here, so I don't even know the direction this is gonna flow. Is it gonna be both directions? Not sure. New York also had no additional updates today. Everything was the same. As I stated before, I do think that a lot of the scare zones are pretty much complete at this point, just because most of the things are already out. Anything additional will be kind of like wheeled out throughout the night. But it seems like everything is complete at this point. Don't forget, we have team member previews, I believe, in 1 week from today. Now, I think it's next Tuesday. Or is it Wednesday? I think it's Tuesday. So I think they're pretty much confirmed with a lot of the Scare Zone stuff. We might get a few extra little things here and there. Now at this point, we're getting the things like the medallion, a few extra things of merch, a few touch-ups here and there. And then again, like today, we have our portal. Let's go see where the portal is going to be for Jason though. Oh, it's right over here, okay. It is going to be right over here to the left of Fast and Furious, which is typically where it is anyway. But once again, we have the TV up here. So this is a lonesome portal. You can see it down on the bottom. It does say Jason Universe right there, trademark. And then as you come around, you can actually see the mask right up there. I'll try and get another angle for you guys, but you might be able to just see it already. Yeah, this is the other side. It's kind of hard to tell. It's so bright. I'm not able to tell if you guys are able to see it or not. But yes, Jason Universe is right here. We saw it on the bottom anyway. But this is your next portal again over here by Fast and Furious. Now, there was a reason that they cleared out the San Francisco Candy Factory, and we're gonna go check it out right now. So it was no coincidence that all of a sudden that stuff all disappeared yesterday. So let me show you what is inside. Blam! We have Lil Boo galore over here with now black and orange flags hanging out here. Kind of a little hut, almost gives me Jason vibes maybe. More flags over there. And as we swoop around, it looks like we have pumpkins on display. Ah, and here we go too. There is our house shirt. So for $33, you can pick this up. So I'm gonna point them all out for you guys. So down here, we're gonna have Hatchet and Chains right in the center. That's going to be dolls. Over to the left, that's gonna be Grave of Flesh. Obviously that's Sergio with El Artista. And then on top, that is Galkin. And then our gargoyle at the bottom. So pretty cool shirt. Also on the back, interestingly enough, it does say Deathly Original, which is kind of fun. So it's all the original houses. So I like that, but yeah, very cool shirt. I think I like some of the other shirts more. Not that I dislike this one. I just prefer some of the other shirts, and I might wait for this one. I don't know. I like having the originals, and again, having the faces versus the names, I think is super cool. It's something really unique where you just have to kind of know in a sense. I think that's a lot of fun. So I'll probably end up picking this one up, but maybe I'll wait today. I've spent so much money on merch, guys. You have no idea. Now, I don't know if all this stuff is just over here or if it's at the Five and Dime as well, but I do want to point out, Terrifier fans, check this out. We have Cherry Clown Cafe Cotton Candy over here and around the corner. Then we have Sugar Bombs. This looks like some stuff from Fallout here. We have Yum Yum brand gummy eggs, Rad Roach meal. Very cool. Look at this. You have like different parts of the roach there. You can get some chuck, some rib, some flank. It's basically like a cow pretty much. It's on the back of the breakfast cereal. I don't know, it just says the calories and such there. Pretty cool though. And then over here, we have a Christmas ornament with the Christmas version of art. And that is going to be $20 there. Also, I can't recommend it enough, but the cereal milkshake from Richter's is one of my favorite new treats. If you guys like cereal milk at the bottom, it is super good. Oh, look at this. We now have our posters. I know some of you guys like the posters here. So we have a Five Nights one, or it's kind of cardboard. No, it is a poster, okay. The way it's in there. Is there one on the back side? No. So you have Five Nights now. We have our generic horns here that will light up. I'm not gonna press that button and tear my finger up again. And then also the original shirt back over in this corner too. Up top, you can see more Red Roach meal up there. And as you go around, I mean, they have a lot here. So you've got the house shirt over here. You've got the scare zones over here. And then again, just like Lil Boo and other things all over the place. So there's a ton of merch around the park this year. Something again too, like this shirt also for the scare zones doesn't say them, it just shows them with the faces. I think that's so fun. I think it's a great way to do stuff because it's like when you look at this, right? Like it says the name, it's not the characters. So I don't know, I like having the characters, but I also like having the name. Having both is actually really nice. I will not be heading over there today, but if you guys are interested, the hotels have also been setting up for Halloween Horror Nights. So I believe we have over at Cabana Bay, Aventura, like all those hotels that decorate, they have started decorating for it. Looks really good this year, to be honest with you. If you guys do want to see that, you can let us know and we can do a little video of touring the hotels. But that is set up now at this point. So for those of you guys that like that, you're good to go. We also now have a photo op over here. We've been waiting to see what comes over here, and it looks like it is another advertisement. So I know it was for Wolfman last year. This year it is for Black Phone 2 in theaters October 17th. Inside, you can see the black phone. It says do not climb, so I'm not gonna go standing in there, but I wonder how the photo op's gonna work because I feel like people are gonna wanna go inside. So just read the sign that says do not climb right now. If they end up changing that, cool. Otherwise, it looks like you're just kind of standing out in front. There you go. This is our new photo op right here at the edge of San Francisco. All right, come on, bridge. Come on, bathroom. One of these days, I'm gonna walk over here and it's actually gonna be up. It's gonna be going. I swear it. Still waiting on that bridge. I was really hopeful, honestly, like today, we would have it kind of finished because it looks like they just have to do the siding there. I don't know. It looks like they added a few more, but it's still not finished yet. Like you can see, there are gaps. So we're still waiting on that. Bathroom. I just don't even know what's going on with the bathroom, to be honest. It looks like they might be painting things. That's kind of what I'm seeing. We have like white accents there a little bit. So it could just be painting, doing some final touch-ups. The bathroom, I'm lost. I don't even know. The bridge, I could see. It looks like we're really close. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous that the bathroom isn't going to be open next week, to be honest. I think the bridge will for sure. The bathroom, I don't know. I have no clue. They are prepping back here though. You can see more coolers, a lot of stuff inside, jugs of stuff. There you go. A little bit more basic on this one, kind of just this wood frame that kind of blends in. And there you go. So it looks like they have two of them right now. We'll have to keep an eye on that if they're doing like a drink one and then a food one. Now this is a little interesting. So over here, no signage for Nightmare Fuel, no signage for our hub yet. I do think this came a little bit later because it typically is just kind of the TVs there that are pointing you back. We don't really have big signage, but yeah, nothing in the back here. Again, if you remember, they kind of like put the two there and show you like the wait times and such, and you just go back here, but I think they mount them to this. So there's not a separate stand like there is over here by Men in Black, which I'll show you. What is your guys' guess? Is this Hatchet and Chains or Dolls? I think I see a little bit of pink, so I'm going to say Dolls. Let's swoop around. And it is Dolls right there. I saw just at the top, had a little bit of pink on there, but you guys can see it does say Dolls right over there. So this will be the Dolls entrance. So that means over by Simpsons, I would guess that will be Hatchet and Chains. I think that's how it was last year. So the museum was right there in Simpsons, and then Slaughter Cinema was over here. You kind of went back and around. So that all kind of checks out, considering it looks like we're gonna have Hatchet and Chains on the front side of those tents, and then the back side looks to be Dolls. So kind of checks out, nothing weird there. There it is. Has to be Hatchet and Chains. I don't think it could literally be anything else, and it is very hard to see. Let's see if we can get an angle around here. You actually can kind of see right through there. It does say Hatchet and Chains, but let's see if we can come around the side. Yeah, I don't even think you guys are gonna be able to see much of that, but it is Hatchet and Chains over here, the Demon Bounty Hunters, right on the edge. So again, you're gonna do the queue here through Simpsons. Now here is the weirdest part. We're done with the portals, because there's going to be 4 of them in that entry spot. That was 4 portals technically right there that didn't have like a sign behind it, the large one, the first one we saw. And then there's gonna be 2 that are over here that take you back to the larger tent houses. So we're looking at 6 portals that are part of a hub system. And then the other 4, we pointed out. So it's a little weird this year how that's gonna end up working. But that is it for the portal section of the video today, because again, we've now covered them all. So we're gonna kind of continue the updates. There is some stuff happening over by Mel's. We have some signage over there, and then we're gonna check the 5 and Dime, see if there's any extra merch over there. Again, the merch at this point is just like riddled throughout like 3 or 4 locations. So you kind of just have to like take a loop through. I'm assuming the Tribute store will kind of confine a lot of that to one store, I would think. But yeah, as of now, like you kind of have to check all the stores to find all the merch. I did want to take a look back here. It looks like they actually added a few more heat lamps over in the corner. I don't see a POS station back here though. Oh, nope, there it is. It's at the end. Okay, hold on. Again, generic, but here it is. And just to point out, no, the menus are not here yet. Like I said, probably next week at this point, maybe by the end of this weekend. Again, a lot of stuff. They have electrical running now throughout. Got some heating lamps here. It looks like it might be coffee. So we might be getting a hot drink over here, something coffee based or hot chocolate based. But that is what that is. That holds like hot liquid, so we'll see. And then we have like a little fryer, things like that around here. But interesting, so now that we see that, might have something with a hot liquid over here. Over here at our Plastico food truck, it looks like we have some batteries in a rusted and rotted away battery compartment holder on this side. We do have the cash registers over on this side, and then it does say food truck here with kind of the same design that we had on the side. and there is where the menu will go. But again, POS stations are in place here too. Look at all these birds. There's like 3 of them hanging out right here by the cat lady scare zone. You better watch out. Cats don't like birds, I don't think. Ooh, small update alert, small update alert. Right here, flowers now have been installed. This is now a dug up grave site. That is what this dirt is from. Also, a stray feather is right there. So that is what is down here. So this was dug up. That is what this is a mound of dirt. And that is where it came from, right underneath us. So, been waiting to see what comes from this. And there it is. Also, I don't think I recall seeing the little like cat head over there. That's so sad. The bird's following me. You see this? I think I'm a bird whisperer. Look at him. I speak with birds sometimes. I'm an avian. Crooked lane, nothing is going on through the strip there, just that little bit on the end. Now we do have some directional signage over here near Mel's, so we're gonna go point that out and then check out again over here in Hollywood and the merch there in 5 and Dime. And I think we're pretty much it. I am actually going to show you the Dead Coconut Club too. Upstairs for like the Coven theme this year, they've started to dress that up as well. I know some of you guys are interested in that, so I'll show you that on the way out here in just a minute. So this will be our directional signage, again, pointing you in directions of houses, shows, etc. Over here, nothing really going on, but maybe a little bit more action inside, but no more stages or anything over here. And again, these POS stations, I believe, are like attached here. So like they'll just be up on the counters. But it looks like we have some kind of like waterproof tarping there, big buckets. I mean, just all the stuff is ready to go. Yeah, you can see one of like the little machines right there. So we are very close, guys, very, very close. Lighting and electrical being ran down here, going to all of the lights and everything around. It's the first time I've actually seen the Juice in a while. He is loose today, enjoying his shade as a lot of people are. Now coming into Hollywood, I'm gonna guess nothing new is happening in here. However, I have noticed over the past week or so, since AP nights, this entrance has been closed. And I think it's walled off in there, which makes me curious, what are they doing with this spot here? Will it be AP based? Some extra discounts for some of the merchandise? I don't know. I feel like we have a ton of merch this year, so part of me says no, but why has this been walled off? What's being prepped in there? Not sure. But again, this has been closed for at least a week now. Let's see if there's any more new merch in here. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the prices of these here because again, in order to get this whole set, just so you are aware, this is $45 for just the pizza piece. And then if you want to complete it, you need to have 6 pieces of this, and these are $18 a piece. You get 2 in there. So at minimum, it's going to cost you $99 to complete the full set, and that is assuming you get no repeats in there, just so you are aware. So it is a little expensive for a pin piece. Again, you can just have this pin piece and just put it up like that. You don't have to open it and whatever. You can also just get these individually and just put them on display as is. But if you want to do the full complete set, it will be a minimum of $99. And that again assumes you don't get any repeats. Now Nicole actually asked me to pick her up some of these earrings, so I need to pick those up really quick, and then we will head out because there is no new merch in here from what I am seeing. I know a lot of you guys ask if they have merch out inside of City Walk or kind of when that shows up. So I'll also do a quick stop through the store there to see if they have it on our way over to the Dead Coconut Club to tell you guys whether or not they have any HHN merch over there. My guess is probably not. Typically, once the Tribute store comes out and right around opening is when they start to put stuff out on the booths and then also in City Walk. But again, we don't know. On our way out, actually in the store here in Universal, it looks like we have a popcorn bucket here for Hello Kitty, kind of that like Chucky crossover. And you have some of these down here. And then you have some new cups with her dressed as the bride. And then a little, maybe a gingerbread house of sorts. Looks like it could be. They are also very quickly getting to work on Rip Ride. Nothing coming down as far as like track or anything yet, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they started to try and take it down over the next few weeks. There's also a cookie butter like Biscoff donut from Voodoo, which I want to try out at some point. Not today, but if you guys like cookie butter, I would probably check it out because Voodoo makes some amazing donuts. Also, no merchandise anywhere to be seen for Halloween Horror Nights. So let's go check in on the Dead Coconut Club really quick right before we leave. Alrighty, let's take a look. So again, we have a sign down here. We'll be opening up pretty soon. It says welcome pledges. Looks like we are kind of roped off back here, or rather gated off. Looks like they're bringing out potentially our conservatory theme all the way out to the Dead Coconut Club. Currently it still says Red Coconut Club, and then over here, so I believe that word, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I did look it up and it said something about the celebration of Halloween from like the pagans or like Celtic pagans or something. So that might be part of what is going on here. Also, you can see like skull, crossbones, bats, snakes, and like cats in there. I didn't even realize that. So it's meant to look kind of like fun, but I think it's gonna be dark, you know? That's gonna be kind of the vibe here. So as of now, not too much going on right now. Definitely construction and everything of the sort, but right now, that is about it. Also, this side has butterflies and maybe moths. I feel like moths are part of like death or something, aren't they? I don't know, but you can also see pumpkins up top there. So I think pretty soon, I believe next week during the tribute stores, right around when this opens. That is, however, going to do it, friends, for another update here at Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights. I imagine we might be back tomorrow. I don't want to keep saying that because I feel like I don't think I'll be here every single day. And now I've still been here every single day because there's just stuff going on. I don't know what else is to kind of be expected at this point. We'll see. Still waiting on Medallion, waiting on the posters, waiting on the menus. Those are the three big things I think at this point that we're waiting for. I do think we'll get a little bit more merch, but they have to hold some merchandise for the tribute store. So I don't know what all we're gonna be getting. It feels like everything is filled to the brim at this point for all of these stores. I don't know. We're gonna wait and see. Either way, if you did have fun with me here today doing another day of updates, please give this video a thumbs up. The humidity is a little bit lower as the hurricane, like I said, is going up the coast. So I think it is pulling a little bit of humidity out. We are getting a little bit more breeze through here. So it's kind of actually okay to be out here, thankfully. Either way, I'm sure we'll either see you tomorrow or Thursday. Thank you guys so much for being here.